This is with regards to the Ukraine-Russia war. Now, Russia has come out to slam troops as peacekeepers pitch. Russia has come out to say that no NATO troops as peacekeepers and will not be accepting such security guarantees. This is what has been coming from the Russian side at this given point on the very idea that was floated around amid Trump and the EU leaders meeting that had taken place, and US and NATO teams are now mulling troops in Ukraine as a security guarantee. Putin and Zelenskyy agree for peace after the Trump meet. In fact, respectively, they've met Trump one after the other. Pranay Upadhyay continues to stay with us. Pranay, would you say that this is already an example of Russia playing hardball, which is something we'd already expected? The negotiations will not be that easy to, in fact, pen down.
Indeed, Shreya, this remains, the critical and key areas where the challenges are there as far as, juxtaposing the red lines drawn by Russia as well as the red lines drawn by the Ukrainian side, because technicalities of the security guarantees. Russian President Vladimir Putin, while he addressed the press statement in Alaska after his summit with US President Donald Trump, he said that we acknowledge the fact that Ukraine needs a security guarantee, Europe needs a security guarantee, but how that security guarantee can be ensured, that remains a question, because Russia wants to be part of the security guarantee architecture, because if the idea involves the security guarantee involves the stationing of European troops or NATO troops or some kind of a US military presence on Ukrainian soil, these are the red lines. This is how the entire Russia-Ukraine conflict started, because you remember, Shreya, how Ukraine wanted to be part of NATO, and before they could move their application for their inclusion in NATO, the Russian side, Russia had already started that special military operation, and that actually led to this prolonged conflict. So Russia always considered Ukraine as a part of their sphere of influence, where the Russian language inclusion and exclusion matters, and that is also one of the key area, key demand put forth by the Russian side during the Alaska summit, that the inclusion of Russian language in Ukraine, because this is how the Luhansk and the Donetsk region, the Donbas region of Ukraine, decided to break away, if you may say so, in February 2022, and thereafter this entire Russia military conflict started. So these are the key areas. Russian President Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov clearly said that any security guarantee without including Russia will be a counterproductive thing, because we want to resolve this issue, but there has to be a Russian component. There has to be a Russia should be included in discussion to ensure to provide any security architecture for the Ukraine, and these are the areas. While Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy clearly said that Ukraine is willing to buy more US weapons through European aid, and also the idea of the security guarantee need to be worked out first before working out any ceasefire solution.
Absolutely. Thank you, Pranay, for in fact bringing us all those details and putting it into context for our viewers as to what exactly has been said by Russia and how it may affect the peace deal that is trying to be negotiated.